night. Hi guys, I'm just going to tell you a very quick story. Basically, last year I decided to do a little experiment. I decided to take 1 year off sex, a sort of sabbatical. I understand that this word may suggest I normally work as a prostitute. I don't, but I needed something professional in my mind, you know, to keep with the project. And I decided to do this thing after the end of a relationship, after breaking up with my long-term boyfriend. And the whole thing made me a little bit upset. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, I wasn't upset because we broke up. That was actually the best decision we ever took together. What I was upset about was that, you know, I should have known that the relationship wasn't working, but I just didn't want to see it. Because, I mean, you know when you feel horny, yeah? You know very well. I got the feeling that it's constant in your life. You know, when you feel horny and you are in bed and you wait for your partner to fall asleep so that you can masturbate in peace. It's like, is he breathing regularly yet? That is usually a relationship that is not working, right? And you know, I have nothing against masturbation here, although I have to say that when it comes to female masturbation, I always feel a little bit of an unease. I thought it was an Italian thing. You know, I come from Italy, as you probably already guessed by now from my moustache. I thought it was an Italian thing because in Italy we don't talk about these things. You know, good girls don't touch themselves. It's like they discover they have a vagina only later in life, you know. And I thought that you British, being so liberal, were more open to gender equality. But a couple of weeks ago, I went to visit some friends of mine. They're proper English, you know, and they have, yeah, just like you, and they have a little boy who is around 1.5 years old. And that day, there was a couple of their friends, and they have a little girl of the same age. Now, I have to say something here. The little boy has spent the past 6 months of his life half naked with his willy in his hands. I mean, you can tell that he's experimenting with it, you know. He keeps pulling it and pushing it. He tries to put it in every plug, you know. He uses it to bang his toys, like if it was, I don't know, a weapon of mass destruction. You know what, fuck you, allow me a pardon, it's the only one. It's the only one I managed to write in 5 years, you know. In English, I'm very proud of it, you know. He pulls it, you know, while he looks at you and he laughs like an evil wizard. And the parents are so proud, you know. My friend, the father, keeps telling me, look at him, look at him. Oh, he's gonna be such a hit with the ladies, look at him. And it's just like, I don't want to look at him, he's a baby, his balls are huge. They are, you know, if you look at babies. And that day, you know, we were all in the living room having a cup of tea, and the 2 children were playing bottomless on the carpet with one of those toys. I never remember the word in English. It's basically a stick, and you put the circles on top of each other. Do you understand what I mean? Yeah? And at one point, out of the blue, the little girl stood up and tried to sit on the stick. Everyone froze! No one said a word! But you could tell that in that case, what all the parents were thinking was like, oh, she's already a little hussy! This is a word I discovered last week, because before I used to say, oh, she's already a whore, and an English friend told me, that's not really appropriate in England, you know, for a kid. You know, we don't really call a 1.5 years old whores. I was like, oh, sorry, I am unfortunate I am, you know. That's the language. But it's really funny because I told this story to another friend of mine who has a little girl, because I wanted to understand his perspective, you know, from a father's point of view. And he was shocked. The first thing that he said to me was like, oh my God, she must have seen someone doing something there. And you know, maybe it's true. Maybe another little girl saw her mother one day, bored as hell, you know, for looking after a kid every fucking day, and she thought like, oh, I'm gonna sit on a stick, maybe. That would be nice for me, you know, I don't know, a little variety in life. But still, it's interesting how, in the case of the little boy, no one has ever come to me to say, oh my God, he must have seen his father trying to fuck an electric plug. That is so